What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ghost back again for another video. You already know what time it is, man. I'm excited to be talking about Invincible yet again. Why am I excited about that when I talk about Invincible literally all the time? But anyway, yeah, so this is going to be another dive into an article, another Screen Rant article. I know, y'all told me not to rely too much on the Screen Rant stuff, but it did make for my last two interesting versus videos that I made. And you know what I'm saying? They get a lot of good receptions. Now this isn't a versus video, but this is a very interesting little topic that I wanted to dive deeper into with this video. Now with this article that Screen Rant did, what they did was they listed 10 of the smartest Invincible characters, at least by their opinion. And what I wanted to do was go through this list, read what they have in the article, and just let you guys know if I agree, disagree, and just throw in a little bit of my input. All in all, I think it's a very interesting list to make in the world of Invincible. The actually, I said strongest. Hold on. Top 10 smartest characters ranked. So let's check this out. The dark superhero show Invincible on Amazon Prime is full of powerful characters, but among them, who is the smartest? Amazon Prime's Invincible is full of larger-than-life heroes and villains telling a story showcasing destruction on a frightening level. However, even with all the knockdown, drag-out battles, the characters in this series are smarter than most superhero stories. From the heroes to the villains, these are characters that get by on their brains more than their brawn. The central hero, Mark Grayson, might be invincible, but he remains easily influenced and has a lot to learn compared to the characters surrounding him. From mafia bosses and heavies to aliens and would-be conquerors, the cast of Invincible doesn't lack smart characters trying to find their place in the world. Titan. Titan is a very smart villain, as well as a manipulative one. He has the superpower to turn his body into rock and gain superhuman strength and durability. However, his true worth is his brains. He is a cunning and devious villain, tricking Mark into helping him in a coup to take over the underworld. He is a supervillain who wants to rule the underworld, but he believes he can make the city a safer place if he is running things rather than Machine Head. Number 9, the Mauler twins. Now hold on, let me stay on this real quick. I definitely do believe that Titan is a smart character. That was a cool little idea that he had, maneuvering and tricking Invincible into helping him take Machine Head out so that he could take over. I thought it was cool in the comics, but I thought it was displayed even more so in the show. Now in the comic, we don't get the whole thing with his daughter and his wife, you know what I'm saying? And you don't get that side of him where he's really from the street and got a lot of shit going on and he's trying to do stuff not only for his own purposes but for the sake of his family. We don't get that in the comics, so it's a lot more relatable and sentimental in the comic than it is in the in the show than it is in the comic. But all in all, he still did what he did. It was effective and it got Invincible clapped. You know what I'm saying? And his actions directly affected everybody else there, because if Invincible didn't go and didn't get fucked up the way he did, the Guardians of the Globe wouldn't have followed and got fucked up the way that they did. So yeah, Titan caused all that. You know what I'm saying? Whether he wanted to or not, it happened. And he maneuvered it. He set the ball rolling, put it in place. So I got to give him props on that. The Mauler twins. When the Mauler twins showed up in the first episode, they seemed like typical lunkhead supervillains. That couldn't be further from the truth. They are not just super strong, but they are incredibly smart. If I'm being honest, I think the Mauler twins should be higher on this list, but it is what it is. What makes them unique is that only one of them is the original Mauler. The other's a clone. Interestingly, they don't know which is which. The original Mauler is a mad scientist who created his clone, and all of their crimes are to raise money for their scientific experiments. Number 8, Machine Head. Machine Head is a crime lord in control of the underworld in Invincible, this world's version of the kingpin of crime. Machine Head literally has a machine for his head. With the name that on the nose, you know what I'm saying, you would think. But how smart is Machine Head? He has a microchip that granted him the ability to predict the future, which helps him keep control of his cartel. Even without the microchip, Machine Head is a cyborg with heightened intelligence. Now, number 7, Thrag, which is interesting because I was assuming that they were going off of just characters from the animated series that have been shown off so far. Thrag hasn't been introduced in the comic yet, in the show yet. I keep mixing that up, I'm sorry. But let's see what they say about him right here. Fans of Invincible on Prime Video have yet to meet Thrag. He is a Viltrumite like Omniman, thousands of years old with eons of experience. He fought in the Viltrumite Civil War and helped lead his side to victory, developing them into an unbeatable race. Now, Grand Regent Thrag is the actual leader of the entire Viltrumite homeworld, so he's definitely somebody who would have to be intelligent, cunning, and have some kind of manipulation and tactics to be able to assert himself to the leader of all the Viltrumites, especially since he doesn't have the royal blood. Okay, we're gonna save that for another video. But anyway, number 6. Wait, hold on. I skipped a little portion that they said here about Thrag. Thrag is a military genius and held the title of Grand Regent. He can instantly strategize and develop complex plans of action. True. Almost always ensuring success. He sent his forces to kill Mark, making him one of the central villains as the series moves on. Alan the Alien. Now, even though Alan the Alien is my favorite character and I really like him and what he does in the series of Invincible, especially his different feats of strength and how he becomes the eventual leader of the coalition of planets, and you know what I'm saying, he is a very central figure in the world of Invincible, and he becomes essentially Invincible's best friend, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool as hell, but he is not the smartest character, if I'm being so real. He makes a lot of mistakes. Does he grow from those mistakes and learn? I would say so. A little, but he makes a lot of mistakes. So to have him as one of the smartest characters in the series, I don't even know if I would have him on this list. You know, if I did, he would probably be 9 or 8, maybe 10, but he wouldn't be number 6 if I'm keeping it real. And that's coming from a fan of Alan. You know what I'm saying? Alan the Alien got minimal screen time in Invincible Season 1, but he is someone who takes on a more significant role down the line. Alan was only in 2 episodes in the first season, voiced by guest star Seth Rogen. His appearance occurred when Nolan sent Mark to fight him. However, when Mark got there and talked to the alien, he realized he wasn't a bad guy. Instead, Alan ensures each planet has a genuine champion to protect it. Alan's job is essential, and he has an exceptional intelligence in helping groom champions, becoming an ally for Mark. Now, in that sense, he's definitely smart. He's really good at gauging people's power, you know what I'm saying, kind of like pulling out their potential and trying to see like if they're suitable to be the protector of their respective worlds, considering that's his job, and also to see who is strong enough to beat him so that he can bring the news back to the coalition of planets and be like, hey, we got a potential candidate to join us in the war against Viltrum. So he has to be some modicum of smart to be able to figure out who's who, you know what I'm saying, who's worth it and who's not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though you ain't got to be that smart, it's all about who can throw a good ass punch. But yeah, though. Dinosaurus. Now, Dinosaurus is definitely one of the smartest characters in the entire series of Invincible. Yet he also has a complex. He's so smart to the point where he always thinks rationally, but to others it could be irrational. He's so factual. Like the guy, if he feels like that nuking a fucking park, you know what I'm saying, or shit, spoiler alert, nuking all of Hollywood and turning it into a fucking field of glass that you can use as solar panels to power the rest of the damn world is better for the environment and for the survival of the planet, then he will do that shit. Which he did. He blew up all the he blew up Vegas, Hollywood or something. I forgot which one it was, but he blew the shit up. He blew it all the way up. I was just like, oh my God. Dinosaurs don't play that shit. If he thinks that causing a flood on a village way over there will solve the water problem way over there, guess what? He is going to cause a damn flood and he is going to kill thousands. And he will explain it as if it was the most logical thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what made Dinosaurus so scary. And he a big ass dinosaur, bro, that can walk upright. and talk like he a damn, like he got a doctorate. Like, come on, brother, nigga ain't playing no games. Keith David, do his voice, please. Anyway, Dinosaurus is another Invincible character from the comics who has yet to make it to the Prime Video series. This is David Anders, a villain who stopped Invincible from fixing all the damage in the cities after the Invincible War. He claimed it was because it would hurt the economy. You get what I'm saying, bro? Bro, smart as hell. What? Hurt the economy. I forgot about that. What the fuck? David would turn into Dinosaurus when he felt indifferent, and the change was not what anyone would expect. Instead of becoming a roaring dinosaur, the change also heightened his intelligence, making him smart and cunning. Now that's really cool. I love how, like, he actually comes out because of his indifference. I know he had a little transformation. It's been a long time since I read the Dinosaurus stuff. I gotta go back and read that shit, because he's definitely one of the most entertaining characters in the world of Invincible, and I want to do a character breakdown on him at some point, so I definitely gotta read back through all the Dinosaurus stuff. Like I said, very interesting character. Now, number 4, Omniman. This high on the smart that I don't know, man. When I think smart, I don't really think Omni-Man. I don't think, he definitely not slow. He's not an idiot, but one of the smartest characters in Invincible, I don't know, man. He definitely one of the best liars in Invincible, you know what I'm saying? But smartest, I don't know. Mark is nowhere to be found here, seeing as he was young and impulsive. He gained, maybe battle smart, you know what I'm saying, as far as like war, like, you know, because he was about to take over Earth. And he knew the first thing that he had to do was take out the Guardians of the Globe. That was a very smart tactical move. Like, I think as far as like experience in battle, war, stuff like that, Viltrumites have a lot of smarts when it comes to that because of just their experience, because of how long they've lived and how many battles they have fought. You know what I'm saying? But just being an overall smart character, turn that light back on, please, cut it. But being an overall smart character, I don't really think I put him on that list as far as that goes. Now, Mark is nowhere to be found here, seeing that he was young and impulsive. He gained intelligence as the series wore on, but it was his father, Omniman, who ranked as one of the smartest characters in the series for years. Omniman convinced the world, his wife, and his son that he was a genuine hero. See what I'm saying? That's the main thing they put on there. Like, that's probably his smartest feat that he has ever done. And yeah, that's pretty awesome. He should be on the list, maybe, but much higher up. I mean, much lower, I guess. Not number 4, because, you know what I mean? If that's the only thing you did, that's probably the smartest thing you did. But like I said, I wouldn't call that, like, bro, the best liar in the universe, probably. But I don't know if he's one of the smartest, you know what I'm saying? Nolan is thousands of years old. He's conquered his planet for countless years before arriving on Earth and getting married, a cover to prepare Earth for invasion. He is a natural leader and a tactical genius. His family's love for him, the only thing that saved Earth, which is crazy and kind of ironic and beautiful when you think about it like that. Number 3, maybe number 2, maybe even a battle for number 1, but number 3, I don't know. Robot is one of the main bad guys in Invincible. Well, damn. Well, you know, y'all already know this video got spoilers, but I just think it's funny how Screen Rant didn't even try to preface y'all for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he easily one of the smartest characters without all the villainous stuff that he does later on in the series. They didn't have to just blow their load and just say that right in the beginning. You know, it's like, damn. Robot is one of the main bad guys in Invincible, the leader of the new Guardians of the Globe. His superpowers include his genius intellect, the leader of the teen team before graduating to the big leagues after the original Guardian's death. His genius level intelligence makes him a master at mechanical engineering, and he can control multiple robotic drones at once. He is also knowledgeable in other scientific fields and is an experienced leader. You see how when he be in the middle of combat, he just be like, Eve, in approximately 3.5 seconds, you will have a tank arrive to your right. Like, bro, like, you mean to tell me that nigga number 3? But anyway, bro, number 2, Damien Darkblood. Now, I love that he's on the list, but Damien Darkblood is literally only like this in the show. He was not like this in the comic. In the comic, he wouldn't be close to this list at all because of how dumb he was. But in the show, he was live. He was live. Smart as hell too. Like I think it's funny. I think the only thing that makes Damien Darkblood so smart is the fact that he's a demon. He's from hell, and he doesn't have, like, similar to what Cecil Stedman told him. He sees things straight up in a world of black and white. He doesn't have no gray, no middle. He just sees you for what you are. No bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He went to the damn crime scene in the Guardians of the Globe. He looked at all the facts and he instantly deducted, like, oh yeah, Nolan the only one that survived. Probably a good chance that he did this shit. I don't think it was because everybody was stupid. Maybe, yeah, I would use that word, but probably more hopeful at the fact that he was a hero and a good guy because of their personal feelings and relationship that they had with Nolan. But I think Cecil knew from the beginning Nolan did the shit. He just was lying to himself. He didn't want to admit it, along with other characters. They might have suspected, they might have known, but they knew it would go against what they know Nolan to be, or what they thought Nolan to be, so they constantly pushed it down and they didn't even want to face it. I don't think that makes them stupid, it makes them emotional. But Damien Darkblood, he ain't playing that shit. He ain't got no connection to this nigga, which is smart. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it that way, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, he looking at it practical. Whether he close to him or not, he would still see the facts. Like, bro, you did that shit. You guilty as fuck. So that right there is smart in itself. So yeah, Damien Darkblood is smart as hell. And last one we got on here. Last one we got. Number 2 though, I don't know, but he is smart as hell. Number 1, we got Cecil Stedman. Now, Cecil Stedman and Robot, in my opinion, would be juggled for, like, who's the smartest person. Probably in my list, my personal list, I think they would be like head to head. Cecil Stedman is definitely the smartest man on earth in Invincible. Now, this is what they say. He is the agent in charge of the Global Defense Agency. It is Cecil who discovers that Omniman was the man who killed the Guardians of the Globe before enlisting Mark and becoming his handler. Really, that was Damien Darkblood. But anyway, under his leadership, Invincible becomes a genuine hero. While he has no superhuman powers outside of teleportation, he has exceptional leadership skills and knows how to deal with almost any problem, even exercising a demon detective. Really, the way that he's been displayed in the show makes him seem way more smarter as well. The thing that makes him a little kind of scary with how smart he is that he's willing to do anything, no matter the cost, to make sure that he preserves or protects the human race and keeps everybody safe. This guy will make the hard choices, the hard decisions. You can see that in a scene that I really loved. It wasn't in the comic at all. On episode 7, when they was fighting like this Cthulhu monster, he was like, don't call that shit off. And you had Debbie just like, why not? And he was like, bro, I ain't gonna call it off because I don't know for sure your son on our side, and it's the only way I know we can take his ass out. You know what I'm saying? So, and she was just like, you a monster. He was like, I know, I hate myself for that shit. You know, so I really like how they do Cecil. Spoiler alert for what happens to him in the comic. Robot must have knew he was the next smartest character too, because he cut that throat out and bashed his brains in with his foot. So yeah, that's oh my goodness. Whoo, can't wait till people see that. Anyway, guys, who do you think is the smartest character in Invincible? Do you agree with this list? I think it was pretty cool. I just probably would have changed up the placement a little bit. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have, I don't know if I'd even have Titan on the list. Nolan, probably, maybe, but higher up. And Alan the Alien, like I said, I don't even know if he would be there, but for the most part, I fuck with this list and I like how they did it, or at least I like the explanations that they gave for the different people that they put on the list. Some good information and you know, a lot of good characters to talk about in the world of Invincible, and all in all, it's a pretty good topic to you know, speculate and go over. So let me know who you think who's the smartest, if you would change this list up, and you know what I'm saying, how you would do it. Let's start a dialogue and talk about it. And, of course, if you want to join the Facebook group, be sure to look up Viltrumites Take Flight, join that group. And also, if you want to join the Discord, make sure you hit the link in the description for Invincible, the IDs, you know, the Invincible Disciples. Check that out. And yeah, man, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified for more videos like this one. Hit like on the video to let YouTube know that you fuck with me and spread the word, man. You already know what time it is. Until next time, guys, peace.